Toronto home sales fell in July for a second straight month. The Toronto Regional Real Estate Board says the momentum seen in spring, when the Bank of Canada briefly paused the interest rate increases, has stalled somewhat. Let's get some on-the-ground perspective as to what's happening in the Toronto market. We're joined by Davelle Morrison, broker with Bosley Real Estate. It's great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks so much for having me.
What is your feeling about Toronto? Are there a whole bunch of people who would like to sell but are just wary about putting their house on the market?
Well, right now we have to keep in mind it's the summer market. So the summer market is traditionally slow. It's always slow during summer. So it's really no different than any other market. I think what's different is the supply. Our supply this year is drastically down. Our supply is almost 50% down than previous year. So the supply in the market is definitely down and definitely hurting, but there are still buyers in the market. For example, I just sold a condo where, somebody needed to close before the end of August because they had a rate hold, because the rates just went up. They're concerned about where the rates might be in the fall, so therefore they needed to make sure that they closed on this particular condo sale in the middle of August because they had a rate hold. So there are some buyers like that, but I would expect fall to have a drastic increase in supply, and so there's going to be a lot more in the market.
Why will we get more supply in fall?
Well, I've just seen it from my own client base, how many people are wanting to list for the fall. And when I speak to the other agents in my office, I hear of how many other people are going to be listing in the fall. So I know that fall is going to be quite busy with a lot of listings. So now I'm trying to get all my buying clients ready to say, yeah, you know what? Go see your mortgage broker, get ready. There's going to be lots of product for you this fall.
Are people wary about putting their house on the market because if it sits there too long, it kind of becomes damaged goods? Is that a consideration?
Absolutely. That's definitely a consideration. But I think also people understand that the market has changed. Properties aren't selling like this anymore. So people are attuned to the idea that their property is going to sit on the market a little bit longer. So they're more comfortable with that. Now, I would say now that we're into the month of August, you've got a lot more people pulling their houses off the market, pulling their condos off the market because a lot of people are away. A lot of people are on vacation. It seems like Torontonians, whether they're in Muskoka or Europe or abroad, they're not here. So August isn't a great time to be selling a property.
About half your business is in the condo market.
Yes, it is.
We got these figures from Urbanation that in Q2, the price of new condos dropped per square foot for the first time in a decade.
Yes.
But that's the new condo market. It's obviously different from the resale market.
Exactly. That's, and I think that's, thank you so much for clarifying that, because I think when a lot of people report about it, they don't mention the difference. We're talking about pre-construction condos, not resale condos. I think what's interesting to me is that if you purchased a pre-construction condo many, many years ago, let's say 10 years ago, the price per square foot on a pre-construction condo was here, whereas the price per square foot on a resale condo was higher. And so that's what caused a lot of people to get into that pre-construction condo market. And now in the pre-construction condo market, it's like this. So you've got a resale condo right now is going to be around $1,000 or so per square foot in the GTA. But that pre-construction condo, you're looking at between $1,300 to $1,500 per square foot. So one of the reasons why sales are down is because people are going, wait a minute, I can't do this. And then when you see interest rates as high as where they are, a lot of investors who are predominantly the ones that buy the pre-construction condos are going, okay, you know what? Let's just take a bit of a pause and wait.
Can you generalize? If years ago I agreed to buy a condo, I put down a deposit. If I walk away from the deal because I think, well, it's just overpriced, I can do else better in the secondary market, I lose my deposit.
Absolutely, for sure. One of the things that developers are doing now in the pre-construction condo market to inspire more sales is instead of asking for that, 15% down payment up front, they're now asking for 5%. And they're waiting, let's say, another year before they ask for another 5%. In the past, they would ask for, that 5% up front, maybe another 5% in 30 days, and another 5% in another 60 or 90 days. So what's interesting is those pre-construction condo developers are trying to incent sales and giving people the opportunity to pay that down payment slower.